every person who is from Hawaii and was raised, we all share like birthing rights because we all come from a background of Hawaiian people somehow, like every single person on this island, and that's what I feel like. There's a lot more culture behind it, and I feel like it's very special for people in Hawaii to notice that and just to keep carrying it on, so it's very like awesome and like a privilege to be from Hawaii. I think of it as a community. There's so many people here that everybody knows and they all grew up the same, just like me. There's so many people who grew up the same lifestyle as me, so we all share that. So I honestly think it's like a big family town. I want to say family town. In Hawaii, our sport is surfing. Like, it's very big here. Everybody wants to do it, and it's a lot of background surfing. Everybody shares that here. Everyone grew up very similar with the ocean. If you're swimming, surfing, boogie boarding, you're just involved with the water no matter what. Living in the city, it's most popular here, especially Waikiki, but it's still Hawaii and it's home to me, so Duke started surfing here. You have to like everything. I like everything at home. There's not one thing that I don't like here, so that's why Hawaii is a good amount of just life for me. Just out here, it's all I can ask for. Every direction of a wave, so it's all the waves in one out here, I feel like. My home break. I'd wake up, make breakfast, and then see if the waves are good or not, and that kind of plans out my day. If it's good, I'll stay at the beach all day long, but if it's not, I think I'll like run some errands, clean the house, do some chores. It's kind of a two-way street, just depending on the waves, so. I was lucky enough to homeschool, and it's very simple. All I do is just do a couple hours of school a day, and then I can go surf. It's totally different from both sides of my mom and my dad. My dad started surfing on his own. He started surfing and then he met my mother on this beach. They were like 5 years old. My grandmother surfed, taught my mother, and they were raised surfing together all the time. Then they had me. Then I started surfing ever since I was like a baby, like baby. Same with my brother, but he doesn't surf as much, but we've all surfed our whole entire lives or just been in the water on the beach. But this beach plays such a big role in all of our lives, so we're all very connected in Waikiki still. Not many of my friends really grew up here. They moved from other places to here, but we all started surfing and we all grew up on this beach from like little ages. So we all shared that growing up, and we're still growing up pretty much, and the ocean is still one with us, so it's pretty awesome. really chose single fins is all my surfing is based on the way I was raised and my family and Waikiki itself. And it's such like a chilled and laid back community that's why I chose that route. It's just really based off of the way I was raised. That's where most of my decisions have been made, and why they've been made is because of my family and the way they've like raised me and they were raised too. My life without surfing would be like, I honestly don't know. I feel like it wouldn't have that excitement that you need in your life, you know, to like spark up your life and like to have a meaning to be alive, and that's like my reason. Surfing is such a big part of my whole entire family and life. That's like my meaning to keep on surfing. Very grateful that my family was raised on this beach, and I was. Well, of course, I think Duke, of course, created surfing here. It's from Hawaii, it's from Waikiki. He's caught one of the longest waves in this little bay right here. That's what paved everybody's way of surfing nowadays. I think everybody is an amazing surfer, but my favorite surfers actually come from Waikiki. Like all my uncles and aunties are just like the most chill and like cleanest surfers. So I really enjoy and I look up to the underdogs in the surfing world. Not the people who are already known for like their amazing surfing. I just like everyone who's like laid back, and like, because you can have hidden talent anywhere, and I feel like there's hidden talent here. So that's who I look up to. It's very special. Nowadays, women surfing is bigger than ever, I feel like. And I've been told that by Cassia and Leah and Jen and Christy Murphy. They've encouraged so many of us girls, and us girls and women have been encouraging each other. Like surfing is so much more bigger in other places too. Like China, there's so many women surfers there now, in Australia, and here too, and like everywhere, and it's big. When I recently went to Mexico, the lineup was filled with girls. Like, it was so awesome just to see all girls at one point. I was like, there's no dudes out here? What? So yeah, it's amazing. It's definitely a good time to be a women's surfer right now. There's equal prize purse money for all the guys and girls at most of these events, and I just think that people know that women's surfing is getting bigger and they're supporting that, which is awesome. It's great to see these up-and-coming young girls who are making a name for themselves too by being the youngest. Like, it doesn't put a lot of pressure on you. It kind of statements that you earned your place to be here. Like, you are the youngest, and to be competing against these women who have been surfing for so long and being so young, it's kind of awesome because you get all these decades of surfing in one, which is very cool. I hope it gets to where it needs to be. I feel like it can go so much more bigger because nowadays women, just like in general, not in surfing, are big. Like, they're everywhere. So I hope it has so much more to grow, and with all of these inspirational and upcoming girl surfers, that it has such a big and bright future for surfing, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Like, every single woman surfer, girl surfer is a part of it. Like, there's no one left out. Like, everybody is a part of this change that's just gonna keep going and going, so I can't wait to see that. In Waikiki, all my uncles and aunties told me that I had like a little group of like young kids, and we all grew up now that we're grown up and out of that Grom stage. There's so many kids like us nowadays, and I get to experience them grow up and do the same that I did, and then they can experience the next generation. And it's honestly just generation and generation of kids growing up here. And Hawaii, or Waikiki, is gonna be so big because I have so much hope for all those kids who are surfing nowadays to make a name for themselves too. It's like, I grew up in Waikiki, like that's my stomping grounds. And that's kind of what I did. Like my baby steps are on that beach. Like I grew up there, and it's just exciting to see those kids too. This year, I've been traveling so much that summertime in Hawaii is like the biggest time of the year, and it's when everybody from all around the world comes to Waikiki. They're surfing, they're just on the beach, they're having fun, and it's my favorite time to be home. So I've been traveling in the beginning of the year, and then hopefully I'll have all summer to be home, because after that I'll be traveling for the rest of the year. I'll be gone for like 2 months, and that's a long time for me. But every time I come back home, I'm so grateful, and every time I go other places, it makes me even more grateful to be from Hawaii and live in Hawaii. So that's another good part about traveling, is you appreciate home more and more. Dream to me means home. Because home is such a dream, I feel like, to me, that like it's not real.